Hello everybody, bringing you a late night video here. I just wanted to get this video done because I do get a lot of people asking me, to do this video, so we're going to do it. We're going to make a fast and easy guide here on how to launch a nuke, and if you want to see more people launching nukes, please hit that like button because I think people are kind of turned off from launching a nuke, or maybe even a little bit of afraid of it. So let's simplify it for people that may be afraid to do it, because it's not that hard. So number one thing is you're going to want a nuclear key card. And do not forget these, because I have gone into the silos and then completely forgot the key card, and you don't want to forget it. Second thing you're going to want is a weapon with explosive damage on it. Now, I'm going to get into this later why you're going to want this, but trust me, this is really going to come in handy. Nuke grenades will also help, but I would recommend an explosive weapon. Refractor also helps a little bit. There's a lot of laser turrets in the silos, but I'm also going to show you how to turn those off, so it's not really a necessity, just throwing it out there. Now, I wouldn't even be launching nukes unless I had this legendary perk card. So if you don't have it, I wouldn't even worry about launching nukes until you get it. Like, I didn't even launch my first nuke until I hit 300. There's no shame in that. So just get that perk card fully leveled up. Another thing I wanted to show people, not a lot of people know this, but there's a missile silo state holotape. And you can get this holotape. Let me bring it up here. It's purchasable at the Enclave White Springs Bunker Command Center Terminal, and it's also given free during the quest Officer on Deck. So most of you probably have this in your inventory. Maybe check your stash box. If you don't, then you should go buy one, because it'll show you if anyone has launched a nuke recently, and if they have, you won't be able to launch a nuke in those silos. So it's just very important that you check that before you go launching a nuke. I just wanted to throw that out there. And then you're pretty much ready to head to a silo. So once you get into the silo, I would come over to this room over here. This is my method of doing it. And yeah, you're going to have to hop into this little tube thing, and they're going to have to get your DNA or something, I don't know. But you have to hop in this tube thingy. Number one thing you have to do when you get into the silo, I would recommend anyway. You can look for the card, but that's just not the way that I do it. So make sure you hop in this tube first. Doing this method as well, I've launched a nuke in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds, so just throwing that out there. There's no exploits in this video either. This is all done legitimately, so just throwing that out there that you don't need to do exploits. You can easily launch a nuke fast with this method. Now, there's blue old biometric cards on the tables in that room. Sometimes one spawns right here that I'm showing, and then if you haven't found one by that point, there's one that spawns on these two tables, or the shelf and the table, and then this table and that shelf over there. And I just got unlucky on this run. I couldn't find a blue card in any of those spots. I'd say 90% of the time there's a blue old biometric ID card on one of those tables. But if you can't find one in those spots, just keep looking around and you'll find it. And then come over to the ID card eraser, erase the card, and then go into the terminal here and fabricate biometric card. And then that's another step done and out of the way. And then you're going to come back over here, swipe your card, and it's going to let you through this little grid area. Can't progress until you do that, which kind of sucks. So gotta get that done. Every time you go into a silo, you'll have to do that, even if someone's come in here before you. I just wanted to show too, this room right here can be opened when you get further in. You can't open it from this side, but I just wanted to mention this room because I'm going to be talking about it later. Now, back to where we were. You're just going to run down here, and the legendary perk card that I told you, Master Infiltrator, is going to kick in here, because you can just open this door rather than pick it, and you can just hack this computer. Like, you can just get into the computer rather than hack it, and you're done. And this door will open, and once this door is open, this is when you're going to want to get your explosive weapon out, because you're going to have to destroy these mainframe cores. Like I said, a Nuke grenade works very well. I usually just throw a Nuke grenade in here, like I'm going to do right here, and then I just use an explosive weapon after that. Nuke grenades after this point, after I throw the first one, are just, they're hit or miss. They're kind of a pain in the butt, so I don't know. I can just run through here with an explosive weapon, as you're going to see. So I would recommend that. Takes a second for it to kick in sometimes, depending on the server that you're on. And yeah, and then I just start shooting these mainframe cores. They're pretty much everywhere. You have to get the whole bar down there where it says destroy the mainframe. If you do want to turn off the turrets in the other room and you're not using a power armor like I am, you might want to turn off the turrets in the other room from that computer that I just shown there. I'm in a power armor, and I'm just really beefy right here. I'll put a link in the description of the power armor build that I'm using to just run through like I am. Like, these enemies can't even hurt me with that build, so I'll throw that in the description. And then just maybe do the way that I'm going here. You don't have to go like clockwise the way I'm going here. You can go counterclockwise as long as you're destroying these mainframes. And you can see how well the explosive gun works. I don't know if the explosive Gatling is better than most, but I would recommend the Gatling gun if you can get it. If not, I'm sure there's other explosive weapons that'll work. And once you've destroyed the mainframe and got the bar all the way down, you're just going to run all the way through here, and we're going to get to the next room. Once again, if you're not in a power armor, you're going to go into this room right here. If you don't need to, some people might be able to, do it without a power armor as well. Just throwing it out there. That computer right there will turn off the turrets in this room. Now, I got in here and there was just a ton of robots. You never know what to expect on these silos, so just be prepared. And that's why I kind of fast forwarded there, because I was fighting enemies for a bit. They just wouldn't stop coming at me, as you can see here. So just be prepared for anything. If you don't turn off the turrets in this room, there's a lot of turrets too. They were actually destroyed before I got in here. But anyway, once you're done clearing out the room and you're comfortable to come over to this area, you're going to want to remove all these damaged mainframe cores. Now, you can use these ones to make 15 mainframe cores, the damaged ones, or you can go around and just look for 15 mainframe cores, like I'm showing here. They're scattered all over the place. And if you find 15 of them and keep all the broken ones, the next time you run the silo, you could actually repair 15 of them before you come here, and then just switch them out, hit the computer, and go, if you really want to do like a fast run. So just throwing that out there, but you will have to find 15 of them on your first run and be prepared, right? That's the way I used to do it. I used to keep 15 damaged mainframe cores in my stats box, and then if I launched the nuke, I would just go, I would craft them all before I went, go there, switch them all out, and then when I came out, I'd have 15 more damaged ones anyway, right? Because when you switch them out, you collect the damaged ones and replace them with the fixed ones. But if you want to just craft them like I am here, because you will have to take out 15 damaged ones, you can use those 15 damaged ones to craft 15 mainframe cores. So you're just basically removing the damage aspect from these cores. Now, whether you want to find them or you want to craft them at that Tinker Tom's workbench there is completely up to you. And then once you have 15 mainframe cores that aren't damaged, you're going to have to put them back into the console over there, and then it'll let you through the door. Now, I'm just showing you here I have 4 extra mainframe cores. It will not let me drop them until you put 15 in the console over here, as you can, I'm going to show in a second here. Just so many enemies in here when I did this run. Like, I've probably the most enemies I've ever seen in this area, minus the turrets. But anyway, you're going to put the mainframe cores in there, and then once you have all of them in there, you're going to be able to open the door. Like I said, if you are collecting them, they can get in your inventory, and they do weigh 1.5 pounds each. So just make sure they're not taking up space in your inventory, and they're also under MISC, so they're very easily, disappear in your inventory and will take up weight. So just keep that in mind with the mainframe cores. This may sound like a lot, everybody, if you haven't launched the nuke, but it's extremely simple, trust me. Once you do it once or twice, it's so easy. Now, remember that door I showed you at the beginning? Say you have a friend that you want to come in to help you and he doesn't want to run through the whole silo. You can go over here and open the door that I showed you earlier. You can only open it from this side. And then they just have to make their biometric card like I did in the beginning, and then once they go through the grid right here that I'm showing, if you open that door for them that I'm showing you, they could just, you know, skip half the silo run, which is quite nice. Now, like I said, you can only open it from the other side, so you will have to run the silo once before you do that. Yeah, and then you're just going to head to the launch area. And you're almost done at this point, everybody. That Master Infiltrator really saves you time. I highly recommend saving that up before you launch a nuke. And if you want to turn off the turrets in the final room, this is the terminal that you'll want to go to. You won't see much of them in here because I think someone destroyed them. It's funny when you come into these silos. Anyway, and then you want to come up to this terminal, click the very last option, Initiate Launch Prep, and then you're just going to have to defend some red robots while they initiate the launch, basically. And it's as simple as that, everybody. Like, it's not very hard defending the robots in here. If they do get destroyed, you can repair them, or basically call in a new one by going to the terminal. You'll get a prompt on your compass if they are destroyed, and it will say 4 out of 5 or 1 destroyed at the top right there. So just keep that in mind. It's not hard. When you're in here, even solo, of course, it's not hard to just keep an eye on these robots and protect them while they get to the computers. The more of them at the computers, the quicker that bar will fill up, so just keep that in mind. And if you follow all these steps, like I said, you could easily launch a nuke in under 10 minutes. So I hope this video helps some people, you know, that are afraid to launch a nuke, maybe get out there and start trying it more often. And then you put, once of course it's ready to go, you need to put in your nuclear key card like I was talking about in the beginning. You do not want to forget. And then you will have to enter a 8-digit code, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's 8-digit. Now, I'm also going to link in the description a website that constantly has updated codes for the silos. There's a different code for each silo, whether you're Alpha, Bravo, or Charlie. So I will link the or put a link in the description that will tell you the code for every silo. It updates all the time, and the code will always be right. So if you need that code, the link is in the description. And pretty much, yeah, that's it. And then you put the nuke wherever you want. If you want to fight a queen, you know, you want to hit the fissure site down here. If you want to fight the new mole miner enemy, oh my god, the ultrasite titan, you would nuke the abandoned mine shaft here. Of course, most of you know this. I just wanted to make this video for some of the newer people. You know, it's not very hard to launch a nuke. If you have any questions about this, just hit me up in the comments and I will get back to you as fast as possible. And let me know if this helped you launch a nuke, or if there's any other tips you'd like me to know. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, very simple, trust me. Take care. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.